Oh, right, okay. Battlefield 2042, or the beta at least, versus Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5. Oh, what a disappointment you were, Battlefield 5. Can Battlefield 2042 redeem the franchise? And I don't know. So I played probably about 4 hours of the beta for 2042, played many hours of Battlefield 5, and it was interesting going back to capture the footage for this comparison video, because it really shows off, what a great looking game Battlefield 5 was. Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, they were really good looking games, and it could be argued that Battlefield 2042 has taken a step backwards in terms of graphical fidelity and impressiveness, and most importantly for me, immersion. Say what you want about Battlefield 5, and I said many things about how they ruined the controls on console with the way that they changed the way that you had to revive people. The maps, there wasn't enough of them, and they were boring. They were too flat. The political correctness stuff. Put all that to one side. It was a World War II shooter. If you can ignore the fact that you had ladies screaming for help and screaming out orders and all that sort of stuff. Apart from that, the guns felt, powerful, and they had a kick to them. They felt janky, the automatic weapons. The models for the characters and the tanks and the aircraft were beautiful. It was beautifully crafted. You can see, with the Battlefield 5 footage here in this video, how amazing the game looked. It just wasn't that much fun to play. I think because of the way that they designed the maps and the way that they designed some of the controls as well. So the question is, does Battlefield 2042 help us with that? Does it improve? Now, although Battlefield 2042 seems to run very smoothly on my Xbox Series S, because that's what I'm playing on here, it doesn't look as good. I think there can be no doubt that DICE and EA, they've cleaned up the Battlefield to make it a lot simpler. When I first started playing it, I thought this is a lot more like Battlefield 4, and although it does have a Battlefield 4 theme, I am doing a comparison video with Battlefield 4, and actually Battlefield 4 has got a lot more furniture and stuff hanging around the map than Battlefield 2042 has. And I have heard on some videos people mention the fact that maybe it's because of the 124 player mode that we've got. The fact that the maps are they say they're so big. I guess they are big, but some of the Battlefield 4 maps are pretty huge as well. But the fact you've got so many players running around, it's putting so much stress on the server that you need to have a simpler map for it enable it to maintain performance. Maybe I don't know if that really is the case, but I'm kind of after playing these games and revisiting Battlefield 5. I kind of remember why I didn't really like Battlefield 5. It was very frustrating, and I didn't like the map design a lot of the time. But it was immersive. And when you play Battlefield 2042, it lacks immersion. Battlefield 2042, and you'll hear this across most of my videos about Battlefield 2042 that I've done, is it feels like a Battlefield sandbox. And Battlefield shouldn't feel like that. Battlefield should feel like all-out war, where you're in a battle that matters. And then you get these things happening that are amazing, tanks flying through the air, aircraft smashing into each other, all that sort of stuff. That sort of stuff, you should be, wow, that's really cool. Whereas Battlefield 2042, it feels very much like it's been designed to create these battlefield moments. You've got all these players, you've got all these vehicles, you've got all these aeroplanes and helicopters and sort of stuff like that. It's kind of been created specifically for that, and not to recreate a war feeling, an immersive war feeling that I definitely felt in Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5. It may have been frustrating and I might not have liked it that much, but you definitely felt like you were part of a battle pushing for an objective, where in Battlefield 2042 it feels like you're in this sandbox. Now I know Battlefield is a sandbox, but it feels like this is just a sandbox where they've just thrown everything together. They've They've had this list of things they need to get into it. Right, big map, lots of players, battlefield moments, objectives. Let's get all that stuff in and let's throw it in. Now, this is just the beta for Battlefield 2042, so maybe when the full game comes out, we're going to see some different maps, we're going to see different gameplay. I kind of kept thinking that I wasn't going to mention this, but in Battlefield 2042, there are robot dogs, and you can have a grappling hook that you can fly around the map with. You know, and that speaks to me, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. And I mentioned in one of my videos that when I first started playing Battlefield 2042, I felt like I did when I first started playing Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and that is a game I really, really didn't like. I mean, I'm a big Call of Duty fan, but Infinite Warfare, I played probably about 2 hours of it after buying it, and didn't like it at all. Now, Battlefield 2042 isn't that bad. You know, I've had a lot of fun playing Battlefield 2042. There's been incidents, you know, having gunfights, getting myself into a situation, especially once I started using the DMRs, where I felt like I was being effective and taking out plenty of enemies. But it's definitely lacking something, 2042 as. It's not Battlefield 1, it's not Battlefield 4. Is it better than Battlefield 5? Probably. The verticality of the maps are a big thing, and the fact that, you know, you can get up and look down on people. Is it much better than Battlefield 5? I don't think so. It's going to be very, very interesting. I mean, by all means, you know, you're going to be able to play the open beta in a couple of days, or it might even be over or on by the time you watch this video. But it's going to be very interesting to see what people think themselves when they play this. And it's also really going to be interesting to see what YouTubers and Twitch content creators make of this game, because there's been an awful lot of hype for Battlefield 2042, and people have been saying, oh, Call of Duty's had it, you know, this is going to be the big Battlefield. I don't think it will. I think on next-gen consoles, I think Hell Let Loose is going to give Battlefield 2042 a run for its money. I think Call of Duty Vanguard's beta was a solid Call of Duty beta that appealed to many, many people. And despite lots of people saying, oh, World War II's been done to death, World War II is a fantastic era to have first-person shooters in. So there you go. We'll have to see. Anyway, I'll leave you with the footage now. You know, tell me what you think. Put that your comments in the section down below. For me, I think this is slightly better than Battlefield 5, but it's nowhere near as good as Battlefield 4, and especially nowhere near as Battlefield 1. So let's see. Let's see what the full game releases. Will I get it? I still haven't decided. I'm still not sure. Anyway, if you like the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.
Engage this ticket. Lone Tango, 260 degrees, 110 meters away.
Objective Delta 1 has been lost. Our forces fully control Foxtrot sector.